Hey y'all, this is Jamie. Welcome back to my channel, and in today's video I am so excited to be trying out the brand Tarte for the first time. I have never tried any of their products, but obviously they are such a huge brand right now, so popular, are constantly coming out with new releases. So I am going to be testing that out today, but before we get into that, make sure that you subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you can be notified when I upload a new video twice a week. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. Alright, so first thing that I have to say today, I have to share some wonderful news. If any of y'all have been following my channel for a little while now, I have talked about having such a hard time finding a job. I am a certified health and PE teacher, but I've been trying to get a job for the last 4 years. I just today found out that I did get a job as a PE and health teacher in my county. I am so excited. I am very excited to begin this new career path. I'm very excited to get started. I wanted to share that with y'all. I know some of y'all have commented wishing me luck, so I wanted to keep y'all up to date. So let's go ahead and get into this video. So Tarte. The reason I haven't tried out Tarte before is because it is a high-end brand. They do sell it at Sephora, but you can also find it at Ulta, and of course they have their own website. Y'all know I am mostly a drugstore kind of gal because that is what I can afford right now, but with this new job, who knows? I am still part of their mailing list. I think I'm part of a lot of brands' mailing lists just because I love finding out about good deals, good sales, and I did get an email from them a little while ago about this sale that they had going on. It was a one-day only sale, so unfortunately it is not still going on right now. You could create your own customized kit for $60, and that included 7 products, I believe. Now, if you are familiar with Tarte's pricing, you can get about 2 products for around $60 normally. I thought that this was just too good of a deal to pass up, so I decided to go ahead and create my own customized kit, and I wanted to share that with y'all today and kind of tell you what I think about the products that I tried out and what I think about this brand in general. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so the first product that I tried on today is actually an eyeshadow palette. So this is the Maneater Volume 2 palette. It has 9 shades right here. Now this is very much an everyday kind of palette. It has some of your more neutral tones. So it has 6 matte shades and then 3 kind of satin shimmer shades, which, as y'all know, I love when a palette has mostly matte shades. It means that you can create a lot more looks. So we have the shades Meow, Passion, and Foxy across the top. In the second row we have the shades Lace, Purr, and Saucy. And then on the third and final row we have the shades Catcall, Hypnotic, and Midnight. I really enjoyed this, so what I did to create this look that I am wearing right now is I did take the shade Passion, that is the shade in the middle up top. I used that to set my concealer, and then what I did was I took the shade Purr, that's this middle shade right here on the second row, and I used that as my crease shade, transition shade. I actually really liked that one. It ended up showing up a lot darker on my eyes than I thought it would. I was afraid it might be a little too light, but that was actually a really nice transition shade. And then I went in with the shimmer shade Foxy. So this is actually a shimmer shade that I typically like to use whenever it's in a palette. It is also a shade that I typically use as a highlighter. And all I did was I took that with my finger and I patted that all over my lid. I didn't want like a super shimmery look today, but I just kind of wanted a more diffused shimmer, and it was perfect. It was very pigmented. Honestly, I don't even know what it would look like if I actually swiped it on instead of just patting it on. I really, really enjoy this shade right here. And then lastly, I was just gonna leave it like that, but I did feel like it needed just a little bit to darken up the outer edges, so I used the shade Midnight for that. That's this really dark brown shade, chocolatey brown shade down here. So overall, I would definitely recommend this. This right here retails for $29, so that right there is half of what I spent on the entire kit for 7 products. You can get this at Ulta, at Sephora, or on the Tarte website. This is $29. Alright, so the next product that I tried out that I picked for my kit is actually a mascara. I could not create a kit and not pick a mascara. So the mascara that I decided to go with is the Gifted Amazonian Clay Smart Mascara. So this is supposed to be a lengthening mascara that treats your lashes and delivers soft volume. It is a top-rated and vegan product. I really liked the wand on this. I think that's one of the reasons why I decided to go with this mascara versus some of the other ones. It's thick but not too thick. Kind of an update on that Makeup Revolution, the Revolution mascara that I tried out and I absolutely loved when I tried it out in that video. I think that was my Sephora, Ulta, Walmart haul update. I will leave it up in the cards above if you have not seen that. I tried that out. I really liked the look of the wand. It was really thick. It was really fluffy. But I will say it holds way too much mascara. And so the first time that I used it, when it was fresh, I absolutely loved the look that it gave my lashes. It was amazing, but it was still quite watery because I think mascaras tend to be that way when you first try them out. But the second time, pretty much every time I have tried it since then, it has made my lashes way too clumpy. It has way too much product on the wand. I actually really don't like it anymore, and I can see why it only got 3 out of 5 stars. I actually no longer recommend that mascara. This one though, it has fluffy bristles but not too fluffy, and this because this is a lengthening mascara, and I think it did exactly that. I really loved the look that it gave my eyelashes, and I think this is a great everyday mascara. And you know, I love the fact that it has ingredients that are supposed to nourish and condition your lashes as well as make them look good, and it is a vegan formula, so I really would recommend this. This one right here is $23. Alright, so the next product that I got in my kit, I decided to get a foundation, and this one I've seen while working at Sephora quite a bit, and I've always been a little interested in it. So I decided to go ahead and get the Rainforest of the Sea Water Foundation. This has SPF 15 in it. So I think this one just recently added more shades, so it now comes in 30 shades. The shade I got is 29 in light medium neutral. I've been trying to get more neutral toned shades with my foundation recently. This is a water foundation, so it is made with water, not oil. It is hypoallergenic. It is a vegan foundation. It provides medium coverage and a natural finish, and it has no chemical sunscreen ingredients. So this is formulated without parabens, mineral oil, phthalates, triclosan, sodium lauryl sulfate, and gluten. First of all, I love the packaging. I think that's really nice. The only thing though that I don't like, I'm not a huge fan of the fact that it is a dropper. It's okay, it's better than being like a pour tube, but I actually really like a pump. As far as shade, I would say it's an okay shade match. When I first put it on, I thought that it was going to be too yellow, which surprised me a little bit. But as I blended it in, I think it blended in pretty nicely to my natural skin tone. It is a water foundation, and I love using water foundations because I think that's a little bit better for my skin. I do like the fact that it is SPF 15. That is a little low for an SPF though, so I would still recommend using either a sunscreen or your moisturizer, primer, or whatever, using that with sunscreen as well, with SPF in it as well. So far, I'm really liking this. Like I've said in other videos, I don't want to recommend a foundation or give it like my stamp of approval after only trying it once, and you know, it's only been on my face for maybe about 30 minutes now. The thing that I typically have a problem with foundations is making me break out. I usually don't know that until the next day or 2 days later. So I will definitely keep you in the loop with this foundation. I will test it out a little bit more and we'll kind of see if this is one that I would recommend. Alright, so the next product that I got in my kit is actually a brush. This is the color correcting brush. So it is a double-ended brush with kind of a tapered, more dense brush on one side and kind of a more fluffy angled brush on the other. So I thought that this would be kind of a perfect brush to use for my concealer. I decided to use this side right here to actually apply and blend out my concealer under my eyes, and then I used the other side over here to apply my powder and to set my concealer. I typically apply my concealer with just my finger. I actually think it did a better job at applying it. I did still go over with a sponge afterwards because I did still have a little bit of brush strokes This, however, I really liked as a brush that set my under eyes because I only like to set my under eyes. I don't like setting anywhere else. And so this right here is the brush that I used to use. When I would use this to set under my eyes, it would sometimes get all the way down here, it would sometimes get on my cheeks, and you know, my cheeks is where I put my highlighter, which is usually some kind of liquid or cream highlighter that I don't really want to set. I like that this is a little bit smaller and I can contain that powder to just my under eyes, so I actually really liked that for setting and applying my concealer. Okay, so the next product I think is by far my favorite. I did try this out right when I got this because it was just too pretty, like, you know. This is actually, I of course had to get a highlighter because I would say highlighter and mascara are the two products that I can't go without anymore. Even if I'm just like going out to the grocery store, I always put a little bit of some kind of illuminator and some mascara on. Liquid, cream, stick highlighters are my favorites, so I decided to go ahead and try the Twinkle stick highlighting stick. This is in the shade Spotlight. So they do have two shades. This was the darker of the two. My favorite look with a highlighter, when I apply highlighter, I like for it to look not like beaming, like you can see a streak of highlighter. I like it to look as though I'm just glowy, dewy, maybe, you know, sweaty after a workout. Like, I like it to just glow and look kind of natural. This is like magic. I absolutely love this. I think this is one of my favorite highlighting products I've ever used so far. First of all, the packaging, I can't stop looking at it because it has this really pretty, like champagne apricot coloring, but then it's also like sparkly. This is the Twinkle stick. They have it in the shade Skylight, which is a pearl shade, and then this champagne shade, which is called Spotlight. And this is $30. It comes with this amount of product. So I think that's a good amount of product, but $30. I wouldn't have bought that if it hadn't been for this kit. I absolutely love it. I would highly recommend if you are willing to spend $30 on a highlighter. I don't think that you would be disappointed with that one. The last product that I got is probably the one product in here that I wasn't 100% satisfied with. I decided to get a lip product because I'm constantly on the quest to find a perfect lip product. That I think is the one makeup item that I have the hardest time finding the perfect one for me. I've got like a whole box full of lip products that I barely use. I'm not a huge fan of liquid lipsticks, but if you have a lipstick or a lip gloss or a lip oil recommendation, as well as your favorite shade of that product, I would love if you left that. I would love if you would give me some advice a little bit. But I decided to go with this. It is the Lip Sculptor lipstick and lip gloss because I was like, ooh, it's a twofer. You get a lipstick and you get a lip gloss with this product. I wasn't the biggest fan of the lipstick. I overall wasn't a fan of the lipstick, so I wasn't a fan of the shade. I thought it was different than, even looking at the lipstick, looking at this, I still can't believe what actually came out onto my lips. This is in the shade Life, by the way. So the shade I didn't like. I also didn't like the formula. I thought it was really patchy on my lips. It almost seemed separated, which was really weird for a lipstick. I've had that happen with lip glosses and with liquid lipsticks before, but to see that happen with a lipstick, it was kind of weird. What is on my lips right now, I decided to go ahead and put on the lip gloss. So I took off the lipstick altogether and I put on just the lip gloss, and I actually really like how it looks on my lips. I really like the shade. I think that it really flatters my lips. I do not like the lipstick at all, but I actually really like the lip gloss. The Lip Sculptor lipstick and lip gloss, and it is $24. It comes in 12 shades. When I went to get it as part of the kit, it only came with this one shade. This was all that was left, which is why I got it. I probably would have picked something that was a little bit darker, but that was all they had. Oh, and I almost forgot to tell you about my last product. That was the bag. So I decided to get this marble one. You could also, I think they also had it in hot pink with like tassels, and then they had it in black as well. So this was one of the products that came with the kit. I really like it. It's not huge, and it just comes with this one compartment, but I think it's nice. It's definitely good if you have kind of a weekend trip somewhere. That is it for all of the products. And then another thing that I wanted to add, if you do spend $40 or more on the Tarte website, you do get free shipping, and then you also get a free sample. I chose as my sample the Rainforest of the Sea Color Splash Lipsticks. So it comes in all of these shades right here. This sample came with 3 of their shades. We have the shade Beach Babe, Salt Life, and Sea Goddess, so I'm really excited to try that out. It's supposed to be a very hydrating lipstick. So overall, I think my experience with Tarte for the first time, I think it was pretty good. I liked basically everything that was in here other than the lipstick. I love how my face looks right now. I love this foundation so far. It says it has a natural finish. I would say that is correct. Natural leaning on the side of dewy. I really like how my face is looking. I'm looking really healthy, really glowy. I think this is perfect for the summer. I'm really excited about testing out these products a little bit more, possibly trying out some more products from Tarte. Pretty good for my first experience with Tarte. Alright y'all, that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Before you leave, make sure that you subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you can be notified when I upload a new video twice weekly. Also make sure to give this a thumbs up if you liked this video and would like to see me test out more brands on my channel. Also, if you have a brand in mind that I maybe haven't tried on my channel, leave that in the comments down below, as well as your favorite Tarte products. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye y'all!